Hello guys, David here and welcome back to episode number 5 of Football's Coming Home. In this episode I'm going to show you one of either 2 or 3 games. I haven't quite decided yet. One of 2 or 3 games? Yeah, we'll pass over that. We have got the World Cup qualifiers in today's episode. So we've got games against Northern Ireland, the Faroe Islands and Georgia. See, in the last episode we got through to the semi-finals of the Nations League. I've got to be honest, I have no idea when they are. But we've got these in the first instance anyway. And we're going to be up against Croatia in the first semi-final. As you can see here, we've got Croatia. And then we'll play one of either Italy or Germany in the finals. Can we find out when these are? Oh, here we go. 6th of October. So ages away. Plenty of time. We've actually got the Euros before that, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, shall we get into proceedings? We do have a couple of changes in the squad. Harry Kane is out injured. He's out injured for like 4 or 5 days into the window. But I thought, running against these 3 teams will give someone else a run out as well. And I foolishly, after that change, didn't really change much else. I need to remember in future to completely gut the squad out after each window's done, because then I get a better chance to pick the players I want. I've missed a couple in this one, so I'm a little bit... The squad's not great, put it that way. But again, with the team that we're playing, it's not the end of the world. I have given a chance for some other people to come in as well. The team that's going to play against Northern Ireland in the first game, we're away from home at Windsor Park, is going to be... We're going to be playing the small team tactic, because we are playing Northern Ireland. No offence, but I'm going to give it a go. We can obviously shift this around if we need to. It's fairly flexible. I mean, the only difference is the wing backs, so should be fine. I have Dean Henderson in goal, back 2 of Tomori and John Stones, Luke Shaw, Jordan Henderson and Kyle Walker ahead of them, with Mount and Grealish. That's not right. Something's not right here. I'm going to have to go with that because I've got some tired legs. In fact, actually, no, I'm not going to go. Everyone I need is tired. Yeah, we're going to run with that. We'll run with it. It'll be fine. In fact, let's put Mount in as a Mazzala instead. We'll do it that way instead. Yeah, we go. And then Sancho, Wilson and Foden, the front 3. Can't have Joe Gomez or Ben Chilwell. Both suspended from the most recent run of games that we've had. So we'll run with what we got. And as you can see, quite a few tired legs in the squad. Forgot to call up Trent as well, which is a little bit silly. Forgot that. So again, all the more reason why I do need to make sure that I'm gutting out the squad afterwards. Because it does pull through from one window to another if you've never done international football before. Which is... It's not the end of the world, because most of the time you're going to stick to the similar squad, especially when you've got a smaller nation, I think. When you've got England, though, there's so many different quality players playing well in their own right. It's very difficult to pick the right squad, I'm finding. So, yeah. Let me know in the comments if you don't agree with many of the people I brought into the squad. I'm sure you will, because I know that in the last episode, or in the last comments of the episode that recently went out, I was getting gypped for not picking Maddison. I am going to pick him. I completely forgot about him in this one, I'm not going to lie. And there's so many good players coming through as well. But anyway, let's focus on the game, shall we? Sancho with a chance. I thought he was going to run through and put that in the back of the net there, but he hasn't managed to do so. But Mason Mount on the ball for the free kick, though. Nice early excuse me, early pressure from us. Is that John McGinn? No, it's not McGinn. I was going to say, that's not John McGinn. He's Scottish, surely. Trying to think of the players in the Northern Ireland setup who we're going to need to worry about, as that was a little bit of a worrying back pass there. Didn't manage to get to Luke Shaw, but he did eventually manage to pick it up as Kyle Walker, using his pace, just runs and runs and runs. He's got an overlap, though. They have got space on the outside, but Grealish going to run forwards with it. He's going to play it to Sancho, plays it into Callum Wilson. Goal. You could tell I hesitated there because I thought it was going to be offside. I was 99% sure that Callum Wilson was offside, but we'll take it. We're 1-0 up at Windsor Park. A lovely bit of build-up play. Grealish given far too much space to run into, to be completely honest. Sancho, it looked like he was offside, but I'm not looking across the whole line, so it's hard to say. And Callum Wilson tucks it home, and we go top of our European qualifying section that includes Austria, the Faroe Islands, Georgia, Northern Ireland, and I want to say there's more in there, but I can't see them. So maybe I do remember. I remember when the group was drawn, it looked like we were missing a couple of teams. So maybe we're just in a smaller group, but I'm fairly certain there was one missing there. I'm not sure. Anyway, Luke Shaw running forwards now down the left-hand side, plays it into Mason Mount, who doesn't manage to find anyone, and looks like Northern Ireland might be able to break here. Now McGinn. I thought Luke Shaw would have got in for the challenge there, but didn't. Well, got to beware of Stuart Dallas, cracking player he is. He actually is a pretty decent player, to be fair. But anyway, Sanchez picked it up, drops it to Samuel, gets it to Boyce. but John Stones manages to clear it. We're treading on eggshells a little bit here. It's a little bit nervy. I'm not gonna lie. Dean Henderson, lovely outside of the foot clearance to Foden, who finds Wilson, who tucks it in. Sorry, I got really confused there. I was so far focusing on, well, for starters, I was focusing on the ball out from Henderson. Then I couldn't tell who it was who played the ball into Wilson. So I was trying to figure out who that was, and I was looking at the bottom there. And then by the time I'd figured it out, Wilson had scored. So there you go. 2-0 up, though. Looking a little bit more comfortable now. I like that. And the wing-back seems to be playing quite well as well, which you love to see. They are getting forward, which is exactly what I want to see them doing. But that's as a brace for Callum Wilson. I'm pretty sure in the last episode he got a hat-trick, didn't he? So plenty of quality in the squad from him. I have tried to pick on form, so when I did go and pick the replacement for Harry Kane, I actually went with Eddie Nketiah. Although he's never played for England before, I wanted to give him the chance. Wilson's in again, and it's first half hat-trick. Callum Wilson has scored 3 goals inside 35 minutes, inside 36 minutes, just. And that is exactly what you want to see. Callum Wilson is just ridiculous in Football Manager, isn't he? I mean, that's a lovely ball from Foden. I honestly thought we would have a bit more of a challenge against Northern Ireland. I thought with some of the people there, got Jamal Lewis, Stuart Dallas, Craig Cathcart's not the worst central defender you'll ever see. I honestly thought they might offer us a couple more problems than they have, but it's been pretty comfortable so far. It is comfortable. There's no two ways about it. Sancho now plays in Wilson for a fourth, perhaps. For a fourth, no, and Trevor Carson manages to tip it round the post. A fourth would have just been unfair. 4 goals in one half is just silly. Cross in from the corner, doesn't quite manage to get onto anyone, but does drop back to Jordan Henderson. Are we gonna continue the highlight? What are we saying? We're gonna get a free kick, and Dallas is gonna get a card. Is he? Oh no, maybe not. Half time 3-0. I'll take that. Should we rest some legs? I think that seems like a sensible decision. Can I pump fists? I can't pump fists. Outstretched arms. I'm pleased with your performance. Let's go to the tactics. Again, I wish this came up in full screen. It'd be much easier for me, but oh well. And let's bring off some tired legs. So Jack Grealish is looking a little bit tired. Dele Alli can come on instead of him. Who else do we want to change? Do we want to change Callum Wilson? I suppose he is. No, we'll keep him on for a little bit longer. He doesn't look too bad. And then let's bring on Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who is the one player who wasn't supposed to stay in the squad, or at least not stay in. At least not knock Trent Alexander-Arnold out of the squad anyway. But we'll give him a run out and do it getting on. To be fair, from what I saw, Aaron Wan-Bissaka's not been playing too badly for his club anyway. But Trent has been playing far better, so I'm a little bit annoyed with myself that I didn't manage to pick him. Maybe one of them get an injury and I can switch Trent in. Who knows? Sancho on the ball now. Takes a shot. Ooh, just over the bar it looked like there. Not a bad effort, but we're still carrying on with the same vein. Completely overperforming our XG as well, which you love to see. I think we'll bring off Foden now as well. Let's just wait to see what happens in this highlight. Let's see if Callum Wilson keeps on running. Has he got some support? He's got a few people inside the box. Doesn't manage to get to anyone, though. And that's going to be the end. I'm going to pause it and make the change now. And let's bring on Raheem Sterling on there. Have we got an extra change? We do. So we'll keep an eye on that. And I think we'll bring off Callum Wilson in a second as well. But it does drop back to Foden, who's not going to be on the pitch much longer. Finds Sancho. Looked like he handballed it there, but hasn't been given. Drops into Wilson nearly. Oh, nearly got his fourth. It's not quite the free scoring second half that we had in the first, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest. We're 3-0 up. As long as we can keep that, I'm happy. Let's now substitute Callum Wilson. Let's bring Eddie Nketiah on for his debut. I was going to bring on DCL, but let's not do that just yet. We've got 3 games in the space of sort of 6 days, so we do need to keep the rotation going. It's one thing that is very difficult to do in international football, because it's just, you have, obviously, you're never playing. At least they're keeping Matt Sharp in the league, and then all of a sudden, bish bash bosh, there's 4 games in a row. Wilson's in. He scored his 4th just before he's come off. That is wonderful stuff. I can't say I've seen many people in FM score 4 goals. I don't think I've ever seen it in FM21. Very happy. Lovely ball through from, I think it was Henderson, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Henderson dinks it in, taking it down lovely. Dinks it in off the bottom right-hand side of the post. Come on. Another highlight then. I'm definitely going to do the 2 games in this one. I think we'll skip through the Faroe Islands game and come back for the Georgia one because this one's running a little bit longer than I would have expected. Then again, with there being so many highlights, as Dele Alli takes a shot, and it drifts wide of the post. Hendo can come off now as well. And let's give Declan Rice a chance to show off some of his qualities. Now he's back in the squad as well. And that's all of our changes done now. Feels weird not playing Calvin Phillips. I feel like I've done him a disservice. He's actually played really well. I'm not picking him because of Leeds bias. He's actually been playing really well in the league. He's one of the best midfielders in the Premier League at the moment, according to the statistics. Because I am checking them, don't you worry. I'm going through all of this. I'm not just kind of quick picking on entirely. Quick pick for the last squad, mostly. But, no, I mean, Nketiah nearly got his debut goal, but not quite going to happen. He would have got to that, even if he had been onside at the time, so it's a little bit disappointing that he didn't manage to get it. But, oh well, these things happen. It's 4-0. You can't say any fairer than that. And we're going to be 2 points clear at the top, because Georgia haven't played, and the Faroe Islands and Austria are drawing. So there you go. 4-0 at the end of that. We've restricted Northern Ireland to an XG of 0.08. It was a good win. Very good indeed. So like I say, I think I'll play the Faroe Islands game offline. I think that's the one that comes up next. What's going on here? It's fun. Yeah, we'll play the Faroe Islands one offline, and then we'll come back for the game against Georgia in a minute. Alrighty then, game out the way in the middle. We won against the Faroe Islands 7-1. Bit disappointed about that one. And we're into the game against Georgia. So away from home, teams have changed slightly. Trent Alexander-Arnold is back in the squad. Kyle Walker picked up a calf strain in the last game, so we got offered to draft up a replacement. I talked about it. It's happened. Happy days. The team we're going to be playing against Georgia, we're playing that small team tactic once more. Henderson in goal, Tomori and Gomez at the back. A kind of supporting 3. I've got to figure out a better way of explaining that. Chilwell and Trent on the wings. Phillips as the anchorman role with Henderson a man ahead of him. And then we've got Sancho, Wilson and Sterling are our attacking 3. Into the game, shall we? Should be a good one. Hopefully get a nice win under our belts once more. It's not really the nicest. Oh, I suppose we are in Georgia, so it's not going to be the nicest area in the world, is it? It's pump fists. Should be winning comfortably. Let's go and do it, shall we? Let's go and smack these little boys about in Georgia. We could go very comfortably, 3 points clear. I suppose. Wait, hold on. How does that work? How are Austria? Oh, Austria must have won that game right at the end in the last one that we were playing, I assume. But you notice that Ireland are above Portugal as well, I think I just saw there, which is impressive. For some reason, I think that Georgia might have a couple of decent players. I can't think of any names. There's Wilson's in. Oh, is it Chachavetsi or something like that? Yeah, this guy. Chachavetsi, or whatever his name is. I feel like he's meant to be quite good. I'll have to keep an eye on him. Drops out to Wilson, though, from the throw. Running forwards now. He's got plenty of support. Plays in Mount. That's a beautiful ball. And Mount, he really should have been scoring there. That was a sumptuous little pass from Callum Wilson through to Mason Mount there. You wouldn't think he was a centre forward with a touch like that. I mean, you would. He's playing for England. He should be good at a lot of things, to be completely honest. But there you go. As Tomori gets on the run. He's been playing well, Tomori, as he's been fairly solid at the back. It's been Gomez I've been a little bit worried about, to be honest. Sancho with the ball in, though. Finds Sterling. Oh, it's just tipped wide of the post. We're knocking on the door. Mount with a corner now. Doesn't manage to get onto ahead of anyone. We've not really got too many you can get on the end of any corners, to be completely honest. Maybe we'll try some short corners in future. See if we can do something like that. Does drop back out to Phillips. He finds Gomez, who then finds Mason Mount. Nice little bit of interplay here. Henderson swings it out wide to Ben Chilwell, who's going to run forwards. He is a wing back, so that's what he's there to do. Whips a lovely ball in, tries to find Callum Wilson, doesn't quite manage it though. And Phillips kind of just shoves the Georgian player out of the way and finds Sancho, who finds Mount. There it is. The goal was coming. We knew the goal was coming. We just had to wait for it to actually get in the back of the net, and it took a little bit of time, but we got there. It's 1-0 on the night. I'm saying on the night like this is a two-legged tie. It's definitely not, but it's 1-0. It's 1-0, and that's all we can worry about at this moment in time. Just notice that Georgia are playing a very classic 4-4-2 as their formation today. which might explain why I was struggling to break him down. I've always struggled to break down a 4-4-2 in this game. I don't know why. Sterling's in, not the best effort in the world. Probably should have tried to find a bit of support there, but didn't. And this is my note to self: gut the squad once you've finished this game. So we've got a little bit of time. We do have a friendly against Brazil just before the Euros start. Depending on the way that it's set up. Well, in fact, I need to show you the Euros group as well. It's not an easy one. I need to show you that in a minute. So I will do that at the end of this video because it's not a fun group. If I'm being completely honest, I'm going to demand more from the boys because we're not really creating a huge. Well, we're creating a lot actually, but we seem to be slacking off a little bit as Phillips and Henderson just decided to play a bit of two-touch between them before the highlight finished. I suppose the good thing you could take out of this is, although we've not played very well in this particular game, not converted as many chances as you would have hoped. I'm going to say I'm not happy with the performance, actually. Yeah, although we've not done as much as we would like to have done, we are winning, and we're getting 9 points out of 9 to start off our World Cup qualifying group, which is nothing to be sniffed about, to be completely honest. Trent on the ball loses it. Good. That's why I called you up. That's what you love to see. Sancho, though, manages to nick it off the Georgia player. Running forward now, hopefully finds some support. Doesn't do what he normally does and find... Wait, hold on a minute. It must have been Sterling. I just thought he was Sancho. I'm used to Sancho playing out on the right. I don't know why I played him on the left. Sterling with the ball in. Finds Sancho this time. Jesus. Struggling with English recently. Phillips to Henderson. A little bit of two-touch again on the edge of the kind of the middle of the Georgia half. Finds the ball out to Sterling, who finds Wilson, or doesn't find Wilson, as it may be. We're really not getting that final ball. Callum Wilson's not been playing particularly well. Henderson nods the ball on. Doesn't manage to get it past the Georgian defender, though. Trent finds Mount, who finds Sterling, who's presumably going to try and whip a ball in. He finds Mount at the edge of the area. Pretty much on the penalty spot, actually. Doesn't manage to finish it. Trent does this time. Oh, my word. This XG is going to be ludicrous. Right, Sterling is puffing out of his arse, so let's bring him off. Let's bring on Phil Foden there because he played well in that position recently. I'm going to bring off Callum Wilson as well. Bring on DCL because he scored a fair few goals in the mid game that you didn't see. Look at that. We've scored one, but we've had a goal XG of 2.5. It's ridiculous. Henderson is going to come off as well. We're going to switch him out for Rice, who can play there, and then we'll switch out Mount for Grealish. I think that'll do for now. Wait till we get those hearts get a little bit more empty. And as soon as these changes are made, let's go for a quick demand more as well. Because we should be 3 or 4 to the good here. The amount of chances we've had. Foden running forwards now. I can tell that DCL's offside, so he's not going to get anywhere. That was a great challenge. I was about to say it's a penalty, but it actually looked like a really good tackle in hindsight, and it's a weird highlights. Seem like they're going on forever. Mount finds Foden again. Finds Phillips. Marauder in forwards. Finds DCL. Sancho. Nice bit of interplay. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Somehow picks it up. That is the weirdest goal I've ever seen. What has happened there? I don't know whether the floodlights have got in the goalkeeper's eyes or what, but I mean... This interplay is beautiful. Calvert-Lewin smacks it against the crossbar. Keeper kind of just looks at it and stands there, and from an impossible angle, DCL just tucks it in. I don't really know what to say there, apart from we're 2-0 up. So I suppose you can't complain. That was really odd. Let's bring off Tomori because he is looking shattered. Let's bring on Eric Dyer. Georgia running forwards. It was a good effort. A little bit wide, but not the worst effort you'll ever see. We've got one more change. We don't have any more changes, so Phillips is just going to have to be a very tired boy. It looks like we are going to see this out for a 2-0 victory. 2-0 win. As long as they don't score from this corner and make it a little bit dodgy. I mean, come on. I wish I'd show you the Faroe Islands game now. It was much more fun. I mean, this is... And I've praised them as well. I actually came into this international period and I said to them something about it was a bit of a let-off. That wasn't a good win at all. Yeah, They said you do like that kind of initial meeting thing that you talk about, where you bring them in, you say what you want to expect from them, and I said something, and they were all just so disappointed with what I'd said. I'm not necessarily doing very well with the with these at the moment. We're on course, we're doing all of that. Let me go and show you the group for the European Championships. Let's go and find that. Yeah, Belgium, Spain, Sweden. Not an easy one. We have beaten Belgium across 2 games, though, so fingers crossed we can do that. Spain will be an interesting one. It's a really decent side. Sweden we should get a result against. It's just making sure we can get a result against one of these 2, because if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be 3 games. Yeah, we play each other once. Top 2 go through to the second round, so just need to try and get that done, really. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. The next episode will be the European Championships. What I might do, I'm tossing and turning what to do. What I'll probably do is do the friendly against Brazil and the first game against Sweden, if I remember, because then we can do all of the games in this one as we work through it, and then we've got Spain Belgium double header, which will be fun as well. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, hit that like button down below. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as well, and as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm going to go gut this squad out ready for the friendlies before the European Championships. That's going to be the big squad selection. See you then. Take care, guys. Thanks again for watching. My name's been David. Bye bye.